Hello everybody, Bocho's brother back with another one for you. Today we got another package that's just arrived here, and I have a feeling that this package has something to do with a little land called Etharis, which you see here. Etharis, and more specifically with Ostoya, or Ostoya, however you prefer to pronounce it. This is something we backed perhaps a year ago. So without further ado, let's just get that package here. I've already done some of the initial slicing and dicing, so we don't have to get stuck on packaging. First thing we see is holographic bookmark. Take a look at that. We got this holographic bookmark here. The evil on one side, the good on the other. Reminds me of some of these toys you'd have as a kid that had the holographic symbols on them. And inside, this is all one big box. So look at this. Look at this thing. Fables, Citadel of the Unseen Sun. Citadel of the Unseen Sun is a dark fantasy adventure for 5th edition set in and below the Ostoyan Empire, a grim and gothic land where the sun has vanished from the sky. Complete darkness, not like here, not like in the north of Sweden. Sun's out all the time, but yeah, Sweden in the winter. The land of eternal darkness has proven fertile ground for an empire of vampires who subjugate the mortals who once thrived there. So look at that. This is 6 books plus a Game Master screen. So without further ado, let's get the unpackaging happening over here. Let's see if we have an angle. Can we get an angle? Can we get a picture on the actual product? Now, I'm not sponsored in any way by Ghostfire Gaming or any of the other books I review. It's just kind of a fun thing I do for friends, for posterity. I'm a dungeon dad, you know. There's all these dads that after the pandemic started to make their own YouTube channels. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. So that's going to be hard to get into. But there is a Dungeon Master screen. This box looks super cool. Citadel of the Unseen Sun from the Fables. And this is the back side. And this is how it looks from that angle. And you have a number of books. So this would stand up on your bookshelf. This is mostly, I believe, Dungeon Master material. We're looking at something that would be a long campaign. The first book is called Death is Not the End, where I believe it starts below an Ostoyan city. You're already locked away down there. You get the map here. Let's see. Let's just take a little gander. Episode 1, Death is Not the End. And there you have that Grim Hollow artwork. They have, I think, over 30 artists working on their books, graphic design, monsters, stories. Now, if you're any of my players in the campaign, let's maybe turn the video off now, or if you plan on playing in the Citadel of the Unseen Sun, now might be a good time to turn it off. But once again, just looking at some books in order to get an idea of what's what. We may go with a more in-depth review of the books and the campaign at a later stage. Look at this. Just for artwork wise though, doesn't that just give us the feeling that you're down in a cave, locked away, no escape? That's kind of how the story starts. First level. And the whole point, I think, of this first book is to make it out of this cave. NPCs are there, maps. It also comes with a digital map pack, so we're using Owlbear. So that's always nice. You use Owlbear to get your tokens on there and use these maps. And there's a Weshelkind check this out. Are we getting the Weshel kind in there? That's a specific little wooden boy or wooden girl race from Grim Hollow setting from Etharis. So we have been running our campaign. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Look at this. Horrors of the ditches. Monsters of Etharis. You want to just get a little perusal of this skeletal death. The faces. These things have been in here for who knows how long. And now they've been disturbed and awoken in the Citadel of the Unseen Sun. So, yeah, I was saying we're just finishing up our campaign that took place in the cold north in Valaka. And we were using the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. And it's time to see where we'll go next. The characters are kind of eager to get somewhere salty, somewhere like Pirates of the Caribbean. But there's also a bard paladin in the party who's quite eager to go and deal with some vampires. So you never know. Sometimes you get up to level 13, 14, 15, and it's time to start a new campaign. These are little nods to characters that are in the player's guide. Some of these pictures are in the player's guide, and you have those class expansions from the player's guide. So some of the artwork from the player's guide has been turned into, I believe, NPCs or just characters you can use to just start off if you don't have time to make your own characters or you just want to get going. They have these pre-made characters. And that, my friends, is book 1. Death is not the end. And let's see what we have here. So you're seeing the size of these books. This is book 2. Dreams of the World Beyond. Now this one we may just go a little bit faster because my cameraman's got a little bit of a quaky arm, so he can only hang in there perhaps for 10 to 15 minutes, then that's tops. So we're seeing some repetitive artwork, which is okay, I suppose. The important thing is the text. I really like the guys who work on these books. We have Sean Merwin and James Hayek. They're part of the Grim Hollow team. They have the Grim Hollow podcast. And yeah, they've worked on some other books in Dungeons and Dragons before. James Hayek has worked on Avernus, which is one of my favorites. I can't wait to try out the Avernus adventure. Descent into Avernus. That was right before Baldur's Gate. Let's take a little art moment here to check out The Nightmare of Dawn. What is that? So I think you've made it out of the caves. And look who's peeking in your window when you are trying to go sleeping at the inn. A bit of a creepy fellow, if you ask me. All right, that's just a little sample of book 2. And that's the size. Then we go to book number 3, Citadel of the Unseen Sun. This one is called A Mask of Life. That seems a little charnant. Le Masque. Mask of Life. Maybe that's an item you'll have to find. These are really nice bite-sized modules. So if you don't want to run the whole campaign, but just kind of drop in something here and there, you can do that with this. That looks like something the beast has been up to here. And this is just really fantastic for running Etharis, because it's going to have the actual locations on the map of Etharis, the actual monsters from the monster guide. We've been having to just kind of homebrew and use other D&D products and say it's Etharis up until now, as well as some MCDM module and campaign. But with this, we will actually be able to participate in the world of Etharis. So here we have the mask, a masquerade. And there's more. The books don't stop. We're halfway there. And are we ready to see book number 4? Land of Despair. Oh, that's it. The Dream Whisperer. One of our characters almost turned into a Dream Whisperer, and they actually had to take on a Dream Whisperer up in Runheim. We were running in Runheim. There's the Dream Whisperer taking the memories and the thoughts and causing all sorts of problems. The artwork is fantastic. Book number 4. What in the world? That's almost inappropriate. I think they're gonna ban this video maybe for that one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not for the light of heart. This is definitely a grim, dark, and gruesome campaign. So there you have your book 4, Land of Despair, and we'll just keep pushing these down. Whoa! Let's see if we're able to get this whole sofa full of these books. The 5th book is The City of Decadence. Ooh, that seems nice. Seems like some opportunities for role-playing. City of Decadence. A different image here in the initial opening pages. Oof, along with a nasty-looking monster. You always get the map of Etharis there as well. So you don't have to bring this big, heavy book. You just bring the campaign you're on as it's happening. There was that nasty creature that we saw from before. I don't know what it was, but this one looks quite... Entering Nov Ostoya. That's the big city of Ostoya where the vampire hierarchy lives. So the campaign taking place in the east, under the dark. Will your party survive, or will they fall to the vampires and the wickedness of the beast? Very cool looking guy. Would love to find out what this NPC is all about. Dust rises in a massive cloud, and loose cobblestones fly towards you as if a giant had thrown a boulder at the city gate. The underway sewers of Nov Ostoya run throughout the city. Amazing. And here we are to the last book, hanging in there, hoping we're getting not too much wobble on our video, but this is our last one. Book number 6, Master of the Unseen Sun. The final chapter. And each book is about the same size. Look at that amazing artwork. This is where it all ends. James Hayek, you see, is there in the main, written by James Hayek. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but awesome guy. Awesome scenario. Awesome artwork. The Nightmare. Flight to the Citadel. Again, if you're a player, I hope you've turned this off by now. This is GMs only. GMs only. An amazing campaign. I think we're probably going to target this one for October, a Halloween feel, a dark feel as the sun is going away, and we will have the unseen sun up in the north of Sweden, my friends. There's the guy from the bookmark. We'll find out who that is shortly. So there you have it, everyone. We'll just get one last image here of all the books lined up. And the Citadel of the Unseen Sun. It was a Kickstarter, and it is out now from Ghostfire Gaming. Until next time, this is Bocho's brother signing off.